I've been growing anthuriums for a while and decided to pollinate 2 of my plants and see if I can grow some seedlings. I was researching the best medium to use to germinate my seeds and found that people were using different mediums. So I decided to do a test and see which medium works best. These are the 3 mediums that are most commonly used. This is Fluval Stratum, which I bought on Amazon. It's a volcanic-based soil substitute primarily used in freshwater aquariums. It is an active substrate, meaning it alters water chemistry and mimics saltwater rivers. I have a spoon here. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Little black granules, it looks like caviar. Here we have tree fern fiber, typically from New Zealand, and it's harvested from tree ferns. It holds moisture but also has a high volume of air pockets. And this is what it looks like. And lastly, we have Sphagnum Moss, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. This brand here is from New Zealand. It can hold over 20 times its weight in water, while also maintaining a high air pocket porosity. So we're going to test all 3 of these with my seeds and see who does best. This is my dock block Anthurium shell. It has beautiful red veins and purple emergent leaves. A really beautiful plant. It took about 4 months from the time of pollination to the berries being ready for harvest and planting. These berries were soft, and if you squeeze them in your finger, the seeds easily came out. This is a Woohoo tropical red crystallinum that I pollinated with the dock block Michelle at about the same time I pollinated the dock block. So both flower spikes were ready for harvest at about the same time. I got way more seeds than I could ever use. I took the berries and put them in water and then squeezed the seeds out with my fingers. I then soaked the seeds in water for 24 hours. Then went ahead and planted them as you see here. They are divided in half as I have 2 different plants that I'm growing. The white material in the sphagnum moss is perlite that I mixed in. This is where I've had the seeds growing for the past 4 weeks under an LED light and covered. Let's go ahead and take a PAR reading. And it comes out to 100. Here are the 3 containers. It's been 4 weeks since I planted the seeds. They have been under 100% humidity the whole time. I used RO water when I first watered them and no fertilizer. So let's uncover them and see how they did. I don't know the results myself, so this will be interesting. All right, we'll take these covers off, see what we have here. This is Fluval Stratum. This is tree fern fiber, and this is sphagnum moss mixed with perlite. It's pretty obvious that the Fluval Stratum is the winner by a large margin. Let's take a closer look at the 3 different containers. Here we have the Fluval Stratum container. In the front we have the dock block Michelle, bred with dock block Michelle. In the back we have the red crystallinum bred with dock block Michelle. And it appears like it is germinating at a higher rate than the dock block Michelle's. But these plants are growing very well and definitely look the best of the other 2 containers, which we'll take a look at next. Here's a tree fern fiber container. It appears that these seeds are germinating, but growing much slower than the Fluval Stratum container. I would say these are probably 2 weeks behind in growth. Very interesting, not sure why that is. Here's the sphagnum moss container. We're getting some good germination. I would say it's slightly ahead of the tree fern fiber container, but still pales to the Fluval Stratum container. Some people don't like sphagnum moss because the roots tend to stick to the sphagnum and it's hard to separate the plants. Fluval Stratum won't have that problem, so again, Fluval Stratum is the obvious winner here. I'm going to pan around so you can see all 3 of these one last time. Fluval Stratum is the obvious winner. I think sphagnum moss came in second. And tree fern fiber came in third. Before you go, I have one last thing to share with you. I thought I'd throw a couple seeds into this pot with a red crystallinum in ambient conditions in my dining room to see if they would germinate, and lo and behold they did, growing just fine. And the humidity in this room is only 40 to 50%. Here's a close-up of the plants. There are actually 4 plants growing in this pot. I'm gonna let them grow here for a while and see how they turn out. Well, if you enjoyed my video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much.